It's a slow release process. You will not feel hungry for long periods of time.
Don't have to control yourself. If you just take care of this,
you can cut down your food by 50% or even 70%, still maintain the same body weight.
Shifting at least 50% to millet diet. Even if you cannot go 100% because of travel and other things, even shifting 50%, you will see three things. One thing is your general health and level of energy will be way higher than what you're experiencing right now. Next thing is, you can consume much less food and still be energetic and maintain your weight levels. Your sugar values will not go up suddenly. It's a slow release process, and with less food, you will not feel hungry for long periods of time, which is a very good thing to do. See, there is a tendency in many people that if they have nothing to do, eating will simply happen continuously through the day. That is something you must avoid. It is better that you make at least 30 to 40% of your diet into fruits, vegetables and nuts and legumes and other kinds of things, so that the cooked food that you eat, which generally needs a certain level of physical activity, otherwise it sits in you and also naturally it will push you towards increasing your weight and those kind of issues. This is not something to consult anybody. This is something to become conscious of. It is a simple common sense that if you're not using your body, naturally the amount of food that you consume has to come down. This doesn't mean you're dieting, this doesn't mean you're controlling something, no. It is natural instinct of the body itself is like that if you put in lot of activity, you consume more food, if you do less activity, you consume less food. So in the yogic system, always the minimum gap between one meal and the next meal should be 8 hours. If 8 hours is not possible for you, I would say for most human beings, 5 to 6 hours is a must. Otherwise, you are inviting something bad to happen to you in terms of your physical health for sure. So, this 8 hours gap is something we always maintain. As you know, in the yoga center, we eat at 10 in the morning and 7 in the evening. So the next meal is only 10 o'clock in the next morning. So naturally, it is about 13–14 hours have passed before you have the next meal. And in between, there is a lot of physical activity, sadhana, variety of processes. So, if you just take care of this, that you know for your height what is the weight and your muscle tone how it should be, if you manage this, how much you should eat, you decide. It is not something there has to be a prescription for everything. It is just that sensible eating. You don't eat whenever food comes in front of you, you don't do compulsive eating. You eat when you feel the body needs to eat for its energy and its maintenance of the system.
You take this much of groundnut, soak it overnight. Either you just eat it as it is, chew and eat, it's best. If you have teeth, chew and eat. If you don't have, put it in a blender, put one banana, if necessary one spoon of honey, drink this. So you just go do this kind of diet, train the body to consume this. There's necessary protein, this, that, everything. If you have honey, one fruit and groundnut, just make sure it's a more organic thing. You have enough to sustain. Another way in India means we would just say one coconut and that much honey, taken care of, nothing else. Just the body is fine, you won't lose weight, especially if you eat this much groundnut, you will not lose weight.
If you're doing yoga, definitely excess weight will go, because it not only is it functioning as an exercise, it rejuvenates the system and it brings so much sense into you that you will not overeat. It's not because somebody is telling you to go on a diet.
Once a certain level of awareness arises in your body becomes such, it will just eat what is needed for it. It will not eat anything more. You're not controlling or regulating your life in any way. See, the big difference is, if you do some other exercise, dieting processes, all this, you're always trying to control yourself. With yogic exercises and yogic practices, you don't have to control yourself. You just do the discipline. It brings a totally different norm into you, that it just takes care of the system in such a way that it will not allow you to eat more. It will not allow you to do anything in excess.
If you watch the natural cycles of the body, once in every 11 to 14 days, the body would like to go without food one day. Based on this natural cycle, once in one mandala, that is, one mandala is 40 to 48 days. In these 48 days, 3 days will happen where your body does not need food. If you're conscious, you will see on that day you don't want to eat. Do you see even dogs and cats have this sense? On a certain day they don't want to eat, have you noticed this? If you're not conscious of these things, because those things are gone from human life for the people, so that is why generally in India traditionally fixed every Ekadashi, the 11th day of the lunar cycle, you don't eat. It is fixed, so that 3 times in one mandala you do not eat. That is like a thumb rule. That's not the best way to do it. If you're conscious, you don't eat on that particular day when the body is not asking for food is the best way to do it. But if you want to fast, it's very important that your body is prepared with a certain sadhana, certain amount of, enhancement of energy. Otherwise, when the body is longing for food, if you deprive it, the body will struggle. Instead of simply depriving yourself of food, it's good to go on, let's say, a juice diet, vegetable and fruit juice diets, or the ash gourd, Ash gourd juice is a great thing. Ash gourd, lemon and a little bit of honey. Just going on 2-3 days on just this is a great cleanser and a great rejuvenator of the body. So, 1 day in a month or 2 days in a month, just going on that instead of simply fasting. After some time, if you drink 1 glass of juice in the morning, you don't feel like drinking anything till evening, just water is doing fine with you without any suffering in the body, then it's okay to fast. You just take care of water and food. The food that you eat, how you treat it. When food arrives in front of you, you treat it well because it has memory. You will see if you treat it well, you can cut down your food by 50% or even 70%, still maintain the same body weight, still maintain enormous level of activity and still be fine.